Hello friends, today I am going to start a new series of Springboot microservices where we are going to learn the different components used in developing a microservice based applications. So here are the components which we are going to learn into this series like microservices, service registry, API gateway, cloud configuration, load balancing and how two services are communicating to each other. So these things we will learn. Without wasting our time, let's begin. Now we are going to create our first web service. So before creating it, first we need to create the skeleton of the application. So I am going to create the skeleton with the help of Spring Initializer. So here we have to go start.spring.io. We will use the Maven as a build tool. So select the Maven project. Language is going to be Java. Then we are good here. Version, I am going to select the default, whatever is selected. So let it be. I am not going to change this. Change this group ID as per our application requirement. I am changing it to OSP. Artifact name, as I am going to create a user service. So I'll put the name as user service. User service. So just paste the name into the description. So I want my base package as com.osbeam. So I'm removing the extra this user service word. So here we need to add the dependency as we are going to create just a simple restful web services. So this Spring Web dependency is enough here. As we go ahead, we will discuss about different plugins and dependencies as we will use that. For now, this Spring Web is enough. So add that dependency. Now we are good. Just simply generate the skeleton. Our skeleton is generated. Open the folder. Let me extract it. We have created a separate folder, microservices one. So I'm going to extract it here. Okay, it's extracted. Our skeleton is ready. So a basic project structure, all the pom.xmls are created. So we need to import it and we can create our classes over there. This is existing Maven project. User service, finish. Okay, now it's imported. See the project structure here. By default, it is created the base class, which is going to be the main class of our application, which is responsible to load, start the container and load our application, load our microservices into the container. So here you can see this Spring at the rate Springboot application annotation is used. So this is going to be our main class. You can see the signature and all. In this we have main method. So every time for every services we are going to have the same, follow the same pattern for every services. Now we need to create our controller class. First, I'll create the package with name controller and create a new class user controller. So here I am going to create a RESTful services. So use the annotation REST controller. If you want to define a controller level or class level URL, then you can use the @request request mapping, where you can define the class label path. Right now I'm not going to provide any additional string because this is the only controller we have in this web services. So it's alone, no need to specify any name. Now create a get method which is going to be called get mapping. I'm going to just simply return a string from this method. Now we are good. So our service is ready. Let's deploy it, run it and see. So our service is going to run on 8080 port. Here you can see, hello, this is user service. If you want to specify a specific URL you want, you can put a class label URL to that. As we had only one get method inside this controller, so before that I didn't provide any additional URL to get this method, as it's a lone get method. So that is the only method which is going to be called whenever we are going to access the home URL. Now I have specified a class level URL as well as method level. So let's rerun this. Let's start. Now you can see we are getting white label error page. Then here we have to specify the URL user slash hello. Now you are able to access that specific controller. Here, by default, our application is running on the port 8080. If you want to change the port, then you can change it in the application property. You can add server colon port equal to 8982. So as per your need, you can change the port here. Now let's rerun this and see. See, now our application is running on port 8982. So this is all about the REST controller. This is our first web service. In that way, you can simply create a REST controller. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe it and like the video if it is useful for you. Thank you.